What up, folks? It's your man Chris from the Slide Thru. Have you guys heard about Anchor yet? Look, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Look, check this out. It's free. And you know me, if it's free, it's for me. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Simple. They distribute your podcast to all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And I know you're trying to make a couple dollars with this, so they definitely help you with the sponsorships. No minimum listenership required. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. All you have to do is download the Anchor app on the Google Store or the Apple Store, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Slide through and check them out.
A lot of niggas ain't scared. Slide through. A lot of niggas ain't scared. Slide through.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Chris back in here for another episode of the Slide Through. Whew, been a long year.
Yeah, man.
Season finale. Fellas, what's happening?
Shit, good, man. What's good?
Man, you know, another day. Back at it. Good with y'all.
Shit, nah, man. You know, don't have this little warm up conversation.
You know how we do.
Yeah, we start
Get in here.
as soon as we get
Half
the
of
dope.
this shit be
You know how we do, man. Shit.
Man.
It's all good,
Over the
though.
scenes instead of behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
before the scenes is
We
the real
shit. We used to
scene.
put out lost tapes.
I know.
Like
to
the
record-
shit we did like before. He
We just sit here and
and
record
just
the shit. And
throw it out and be
damn.
like, here going episode right here.
Yeah.
That is smart. I mean, because you can really break up.
Yeah. Because we just talked about sports, music, shit, everything. We just been going.
Shit get deep when we get in here and just start
Yeah, man.
talking about random shit. Fucking fall down the damn rabbit hole.
I think that's what you should do at the end of the year. End of the year, you supposed to expound just unleash
Year in review,
everything.
like MTV used to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here are the highlights from the shows.
For real, man.
Here's what you've been missing.
Shit.
But yeah, man, shit. I'm glad everybody damn been rocking with us all year. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for supporting us and all that shit through these last year. End of season number 3.
Yeah. I went
dope.
back. Cause you know on my phone, I keep all our shit we done did. Like I pull up my pictures, all them pictures and shit. Even go back to when Cuz went with the bad macaroni picture. I still got that shit in my phone, and I won't delete it either because I laugh at that shit every time I see it.
Yeah.
But it's a growth thing, man. You know, this year was different. Next year gonna be even better. We got Mark on now. Shoot.
Yeah.
Just different shit, man. We gotta start getting back out and interviewing people.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite episodes when we did the the barbershop one.
Mm-hmm.
And then shit, the one that never happened. Now, you remember when we were gonna get the men and the women together?
Oh yeah,
and you reached out to the sex therapist, and we were gonna I was finna get the culture center down here. We were gonna do it up, bro. It just
That
fell
shit
through
was-
because of COVID and shit.
Yeah. That shit was gonna be dope. I was ready for that shit. Everybody was ready for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that was gonna be a good ass panel because we gonna have a lot of shit talking back and forth.
You right?
Mark,
You
we
better
had
put me in that setting.
We had some burgers, man.
Put me in that setting.
Yes.
Like,
Then one time we was gonna do the what was that other one? Let me quit because we might still do these shits and we just ain't did them. But
Yeah.
it's some more, man. Like we was gonna do one on religion. Gonna bring some pastors up and we was just gonna speak our truths. And then where it lay. I mean, at the end of the day, when Chris first started this out, it was him and Ron, and then me and Chris had a conversation, and he was like, he just want to start a conversation with people. Like, we never want to shy away from anything. Just talk. At the end of the day, it's opinions. Of course, on the mic, we had to learn how not to step on each other's toes, be yelling back and forth when it gets to sports. That's what happens. And it just be crazy shit. We just say crazy. And then we had to learn that. But, you know, I'll go back and look at some of my ideas and shit because I got them in my phone. I'll be like, damn, bro. There's growth, man, because we was gonna do one on like a bartender special and shit.
Yeah.
Where's the stripper special?
Oh man.
First of all, I don't know no strippers. You might know.
Man.
I don't know none.
I mean, we can go meet some, you know.
I mean, shit.
But
It's
like,
a whole new industry now. Shit, it's the OnlyFans era now.
Yeah,
If you got OnlyFans, come on down and talk to us on the Slide Through podcast.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can record an OnlyFans, why you on the podcast? Live.
I have to make the background for that. I ain't trying to hear.
Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be right there.
You can't be. You ain't married.
Yeah, man.
I ain't.
And I'm taking, so I ain't. But you know, we always pride ourselves on that. Like it's just, man, we
got a lot of shit that we got in the works.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we done made a Twitch channel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have some gaming shit popping off in a little while.
That
you know
will
what I'm
not
saying?
involve me. Because hey man,
You
I don't
used
know
to
what
be
it
good.
is, man.
I don't know what happened to you. Cause
I
what
know,
happened?
but like that's the thing. Like man, people cheat, dog. That's the games that I play. People cheat.
No, but I'm saying, like, it ain't necessarily got to be the video. We can have a recording of us on Twitch doing like this. We can be playing spades.
Twitch is a good.
Hey, now that
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
right there.
It ain't necessarily got to be just a video game.
Yeah.
why does everybody call me a cheater? Let me tell you something. That's not a real thing.
I ain't know somebody cheat. He gonna have it. Hold on, man. Let me tell you something.
Like this is the thing. Like people say reneging is cheating. I'm like, that is not cheating. That is strategy. It ain't my fault you don't pay attention. I was like, I'm about to set you. And if you can't catch it, that's part of the game. I'm like, that's not cheating. That's me reading the table. Y'all ain't paying attention. I'm gonna hold his heart to the end. And when everybody throw their cards in, slide them on. That's what nobody ever look at them. I'm just saying, man, it's part of the game. It's fouling cheating in basketball? Nope.
No.
Well, it is. It's a hard fact.
Yeah. Yeah, if you trying to hurt them. That's kind of hurting them because you cutting.
That's making
That's hurting, nigga. You ever seen some black people play spades and they get cut? Oh, no. That's hurting. You trying to hurt people.
That's flagrant. That's flagrant. Word up. Send them to the showers, coach.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, sometimes I'm like,
you drink my green in spades, boy. I'm cutting your ass.
I mean, look, if you're my partner, I like, it's a reason I'm not just doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason I'm doing it. I like, this is the only thing I can do. Can't help that's the type of hand I got.
Yeah.
But see, hey, spades.
We got a lot of shit. You got the pearl shit. Chris and this nigga damn near Steve Jobs / Elon Musk / I ain't gonna say Kanye because I don't want
/ Dame Dash / motherfucker.
This nigga got
Nick
a whole
without all
shirt
kids.
press.
God damn, without any
He got
of
a
the
shirt
kids.
press inside his house. So our merchandise comes straight from the supplier. It ain't like, well, I gotta go to this mall over here to get the shirt made. This nigga make it in his house because he got all the shit they got in the mall to make shirts and shit. So I mean, we out here, bro.
Yeah.
What is our most memorable thing we done did so far?
Most memorable thing? The barbershop was definitely a good one. Yeah. Because, we was in there
drinking.
Excuse me. Yeah, we was in there, chilling, had a little drink, you know what I'm saying? Just
it was fun.
Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? And got the convo going, and we was in there for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Juneteenth that we did that.
Yeah.
And that one,
I mean, that's what I was going to go with, too.
Yeah.
We actually got to
some people got to come out and touch our foundation of what we got going on. So and see, and then now you know we can get better rapport. You know, so if we do it again, hopefully then we can do like 2 of them. You know, like I said, with my lady doing her egg rolls, hopefully we can try to get in and get her set up where we can do the egg rolls on one side, we do the pie on the other side, something like, you know what I'm saying, instead of everybody just wouldn't be clumped up together, because then that means if we doing the egg rolls, you can have most of the merch in between, you know what I'm saying? All that, so
that was. I love that, John. Because at the end of the day, like, that one, we didn't know what to expect. That was live, man. It was people coming up, talking to us while we were trying to talk.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nature of it, too. Like, I mean, you expect it, but you don't know what to expect altogether, because you don't know what the hell somebody else finna say.
Like,
Especially our people. Now, how black folks, you don't know what's you don't know what's going on.
I want to expand on that shit too, because we did a little bit of it where we were walking around asking people shit and giving prizes. Want to ask them people some more shit, because that was fun to me. Because at the end of the day, like, I know what I know about Black history. I want to know if you know it, and then you might know some shit I don't know. Like Chris schooled me on the fact that, you know, I only know the basics about George Washington Carver. He told me the other shit. So I'm going out here asking people this shit. It'd be funny to know, like, bro, who know what? You know, I'll be watching Funny Marco do the shit all the time. Just go out there and mingle with folks. It was fun, bro. Like, that was memorable as hell. What else? Damn. I could say this. One of my, because you know me, I'm a therapy ass nigga. So I like Black therapy when we do them shits. I had so many people even talking about when Ron shared his story about his pops. When I talked about mine, and then when we talked about loss, and you was talking about your friend that died and shit like that. Just being black men, you know, because you know, black men, we ain't supposed to do shit. We just supposed to
internalize,
go make money, internalize all the pain, and don't say shit. Just go about your life, and you got to help everybody else figure that shit out. And that's not realistic. So I think that I always like them shits.
It's not conducive to the progression of us as people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when you look at it in a real sense, and that's why we started doing the Black therapy thing, because it's like, shit, niggas got to get that shit out sometime.
Yeah.
So
if I had to pay somebody $200-$300,
yeah,
just sit there for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah. But at the same time,
I did that.
At the same time, I ain't gonna knock it either. If you can,
we gonna get you
that's
on
one of the things that
we just do it every now and then. Sometimes we just check on each other. Like Chris done did one where we just do a health check on each other. Like, hey, how you doing, Ron? I remember that one time, Ron. That was when Ron was going through the shit with his job, and he was going through that shit, and we just started talking about shit we've been going through. And I was talking about me going to therapy and shit. Like, me and Chris followed the metrics and the other shit, and that was one of our top shows. That was the top show for how long? For a minute.
Till that nigga.
Till that fool right there.
What I do? Till you went to damn Wisconsin.
And that shit took over. Yeah, but it's just, you know, I think that's important. Like, because that damn dad episode, bro, he shared his story, Marcus shared his. So they was basically sharing that story on the fact of, like, I grew up with my dad in my life. Like, and he grew up with his pops. Like, those two didn't. So they had a different perspective on it. And, you know, that shit was intense.
Deep, yeah. It was good, though. But shit. Been a lot going on lately, man.
No bullshit. Like, I mean, this year it's been a lot of bullshit.
It has been.
When is that different from any other year?
Yeah, because I always see
pretty
people
much
be
every
like,
year is some bullshit.
damn. Ever since COVID, I'd be like, damn, 2020 fucking us up this year. 2021 fucking us up there. 2022 fucking us up.
Yeah, but you know when there's elections and shit going on, it's always some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And it was some fuck shit this year. So in 2 more years, you can expect some more shit.
I mean, it's just every year, man.
I mean, it definitely is every year, but they amp it up during the election.
What's some of y'all's? What's one of your biggest stories this year that you just that you feel was one of the most important? Because each one of us got a story that we think of as important.
I mean, the one that jumps out immediately is the shit with Kyrie and them. I mean, that jumps out immediately. Like Kanye and Kyrie and all that shit surrounding them losing they contracts with Adidas and Nike, and for saying what they felt like they needed to say in that particular moment. Especially Kyrie. Kanye, he be goddamn zigzagging.
Yeah, that's his thing.
I don't know what the fuck.
You just gotta let him go. He just gonna go.
He ain't got no choice because goddamn,
He made
like I said,
the system up. And in the meanwhile, he don't even look out for himself. He gonna fuck it up. Then he and that's my nigga. I tell everybody, I ain't never turn my back on that fool.
He'll dig a hole and then run straight in that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, it's a whole dub for some. You know a dub for somebody else. But fuck
that's what zigzagging do to your ass.
Shit.
Stop that shit.
Well, I'm saying, you know, it's sad because they say it's freedom of speech, but then you don't have freedom of speech when you losing contracts and deals and shit like that. Cause other people feel the same way, but they just didn't say it, or they didn't say it in the limelight. But you can get a recording of. They're going. So and so, they're gonna say the same exact thing, but you gonna crucify this man? Why?
I mean, but freedom don't mean without consequence.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, though,
you know how your parents used to tell me, always tell me the truth.
Yeah, you tell the truth.
Get
Beat
slapped
your
upside your head.
But I was just saying it's not fair to them.
Yeah.
I'm saying, given the fact that I ain't gonna necessarily say it was just because they black, but 9 times out of 10, that's what it is leading towards.
Just
because, like I said,
true,
you can use what was the CNN lady, whoever that did that shit, but damn, it took them like 2 years before they actually got rid of her ass. They did all that shit, but I'm saying, damn, you crucified them like immediately.
Yeah,
cut them off. But it took them 2 years to get to her, and she did something in that same light. You know,
just like this shit with I mean, it's that skin color, man. It's a difference. You don't get the same treatment. Just like, what was it, last week, a week before last, the dude profiled Mark Curry in the hotel lobby and shit.
That was hilarious. Mark Curry crazy as shit.
Like, I mean, and they right. Like, if they would have readily known this nigga, they would have been all up on his nuts trying to get autographs and all kind of shit. But they couldn't identify him just off the top of their head.
Yeah.
And so they wouldn't have a problem with it. But if it was any other white person in the lobby, which there were other white people in there, they ain't say shit to them. I guarantee that motherfucker didn't go up to nobody else in there and say,
no, he did.
Are you a resident at this hotel? Fuck no. But he walked straight to his black ass and wanted to fuck with him. And then brought a nigga to help.
And y'all know, like, to me, it's that whole situation is it's in the conspiracy, not even a conspiracy. We know whenever it's around election time or whenever there's a decision to be made, there's always something that is to throw your concentration off. It's agenda driven, and it's sad that it ain't even sad. Well, yeah, it is. It's sad that we get done like this all the damn time. It be some of the most blatant shit that is just, and we know it's agenda. We know they trying to throw our sin off on something we should be paying attention to.
But that's the thing. Like, everybody say that, but don't nobody pay attention to the shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was about to say. Is it sad that they do it all the time, or is it sad that we just don't even fucking catch on and fucking read?
Sad and we conditioned to not. We are conditioned to not do, and it's because I be telling people all the time. I'm like, I don't look at it like this is such a bad thing. I look at it like, nigga, we know what's gonna go down. If you know what's ahead of you, you can't be surprised by shit. This is not a surprise. No, take ownership of your flaws. Us as
We are
people,
not proactive. We are reactive.
we are not proactive. We're reactive, and then we're only. It takes a little bit to satisfy what we are reacting about. Like it only take a little bit. It take a small bit.
And them motherfuckers dumb.
If we think about it, because I was watching, I watched that Will Smith joint, Emancipation. And this, like, at the end of the day, you know, slavery was ended. But our asses still stayed in it for a while.
Slavery was renamed.
So then, finally, after they decide, well, let's go on and tell them now. And give them a holiday called Juneteenth. We celebrate that. We celebrating us accepting somebody's life for a long period of time just because they gave us a holiday. It's like we can take, and John pointed this out to me, and that's why I told him, I said, I understand where you're going from. Just like when they gave us Black History Month. And they gave that to us. It was the smallest month. It's all kind of red tape behind that shit, but we took it and we were happy about it. It's like we take it, and I hate that. I hate it because I think it's gonna come up now again with reparation talk. I think we will get money because that's what they're gonna be running on. The presidents are gonna run on that. Now, whoever do it, somebody told me, think with Cuz, he said, well, I think Trump,
money,
he said Trump gonna come back. He gonna be the one to give us the money. And of course, they're gonna win the election. But see, the thing is, it was never about money. It's about land. And then, like Cuz always say, Mark always say, if you ain't good with $10 in your pocket, what do it matter if they giving you millions? You gonna blow the shit anyways. I always say that as the plight of black people is the fact of we have it in us so bad down our bloodline. It's just a mental thing with us. It is mental, and it's sad, bro. Like I was like, well, is it sad that we gonna file for the shit, or that they doing it? He said we're gonna file for it. It just is what it is.
Look, just give me my little bit, and I'm gonna just stay in my little bubble.
Cause they say, all right,
and float on.
They say they might give two. What the thing is, 223,000.
Okay, that's good enough.
When they give us money is not going to be of any value. That is what's gonna happen. They gonna give us the money when
the shit ain't worth a damn. It already ain't worth a fucking.
I was like, that's when we gonna get money, and everybody was like, "Hey, we got money." No, we got the same thing that we had 20 years ago. Nothing.
Now, if I can still take that shit and turn it into something else, then I'm gonna do that.
Everybody gonna take it. Yeah, everybody gonna take it. See, that's what I'm saying. We gonna take it. You gonna see them niggas. Look, I already seen. First of all, you seen the microcosm of when they were giving the free money out. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I did it too. You got nigga, what you got? Man, yeah, I just got that 14,000. What you get? I just went on StockX and bought me some change. Or I just got 14,000. What you get? Well, I went and bought me a PlayStation 5. Or I went and got a car. Nigga, you got a car. A foreign car. Did you know good and damn well once something break in that bitch, your ass ain't gonna be able to fix it. And you ain't gonna have the money to fix it. You just had the money right now to put a good down payment on some shit, and you just went and did it. You didn't invest your money in nothing that was gonna make you money.
I ain't buying none of that shit.
You invested in, and that's the thing, and it's sad.
All top, huh?
I ain't buying nothing either. I just paid my damn bills.
I mean, all top, like if you ain't taking that shit and investing in land, fucking your own
you get
water,
223,000, you don't invest in land and shit. Yeah, you
gold.
You get 223,000. You gonna spend 223,000 in about 2 years time. It ain't gonna mean nothing.
I mean, but if you can't turn it into something that's gonna bring you something back, like I said, if you ain't turning it into land where you can grow your own shit, you ain't got no wells with your own fucking water, you ain't.
You better pay for your freedom. You better pay off everything you
I'm
got.
paying off everything in my
Yeah.
credit.
You don't owe
My
nobody.
credit gonna be clean,
My money is gonna
and
be my
I'm
money
getting a
now.
new credit card starting over. Starting over. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, on my credit like a
you should be your own bank after that point. You know what I'm
damn
saying?
I just want to be efficient, man. Like,
I'm gonna take classes. I'm gonna go get. I need classes. I need to figure out this money thing, how to just better budget. I just need they gonna give me that. But I mean, then that was for me. I'll tell you what mine was. That damn student loan shit. Oh man. I just knew it. I got happy as hell, y'all. They damn put that damn website up. I went in there that same day. Like, God, I don't owe that much. I was like, I only went for a semester, and I was like, I'm out. Nigga. And then they said, nah, we going against what Biden done rule. I was like, damn it, you the damn president. Figure some shit out. Bro, and then they forgave the PPP loan niggas. You forget the PPP loan niggas, but not the niggas you done made us pay for our education for years. Years. Interest rates bad.
I mean, look, so it's two sides of that. Like, if you got crazy money, you got in trouble for it. You ain't get forgiven for that PPP loan.
The big businesses did. So they gave PPP loans to the government officials. They were going to get it. They got forgiven. For real. Go look it up. Them niggas got forgiven, cuz. But I was just like, man, I don't pay for this damn education, man. You know, everybody know the education ring is kind of, it's just to make money. The education system is to make money, except for the teachers. That's different.
The collegiate.
The collegiate, yeah, not the
education system.
Yeah, not the state level shit. But yeah, man, that was my shit. I was like, damn. Man, I just knew Biden was gonna do something.
I didn't. Man, that's just something to talk about. That's all the president is. It's just something to talk about. Like,
yeah, I don't get
nobody
into
know what the hell
politics
going on. I was like, except people playing that game. If you ain't playing that game, you playing a different game, and that's how you deal with it.
So you feel like you just playing that game to lose, and they ain't even really.
I mean, it's whatever. You just playing a game. That's you got your own life in your hand. This big ass video game. You fuck it up. It ain't no reset button.
Yes, gotta go. What about you, cuz? What's something you this year that you felt was like?
Biggest thing, man. Like, I know we probably ain't talked about it, but I was amazed about the little Russian war or whatever they got going on like that. I never, I don't think we really know the whole extent of it yet.
Hey, you talked to your pops about it?
What, the war? Nah, not really.
I want to know if he thought we were really gonna go. He done been in the service. He know how.
I mean, it's one of those where we don't know what we fighting for. It's like,
have we ever done?
Nothing.
We have never knew what we fighting for. We just know
World War II. It was probably about the last time.
Yeah, that's because we got mad. And,
But I just never understood why.
I never understood Vietnam.
People, like, why would I ain't got no problem with? I don't know nobody over there.
We don't.
Nobody. So how do you brainwash somebody so much that be like, hey, we going to war with them, we going to kill them? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the military, but when you try to look at, like, why don't y'all get in the room and fight? I ain't got shit to do with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, man.
I haven't either. I still to this day don't. Like, we spend billions of dollars going to war with shit that it ain't even nothing physical. A war on terror. Nigga, what the fuck is terror? That's a goddamn ghost.
Yeah, because you can't exterminate hate. Hate is
You can't even
hate
physically
is
touch
always
terror.
gonna be there. If I hate you, I'm just gonna hate you.
You can't physically put your hand on terror.
Yeah,
But we at war with that shit.
Yeah.
you can't stop hate.
But the crazy thing is, ain't that shit still going on?
That shit ain't stopped.
They say that's the
Nothing
longest
about it.
war in American history is the war on terror. They call
Like,
it our
it's
longest
like-
war in history.
and then it's-
because it ain't really, you can't, we are fighting over something we can't stop. Like, I always look at it like, they ain't never gonna like it. They don't never like America. We are not liked. I mean,
But the only reason we not like is because we keep our nose in everybody else's goddamn business.
I think we that friend where you just like, I don't like this motherfucker.
We the toxic
but,
ones. We toxic.
Yeah, there we go.
We are the toxic friend. Hey, he talking shit about you.
What you gonna do about it?
No, we'll just keep that nigga close to the breast. We keep him close to the breast. We ain't gonna let him get too far out. We are like, bro. When they broke it down to me one time, when we be like, yeah, we the best nation, but they be like, America, technically, y'all are not even
see,
the best in
I'ma
different
tell you what-
aspects of the world. We're not in the top 5 in certain
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you what my
A
dumb
lot
ass
of
think.
shit.
This is what I think when somebody say, "Oh yeah, we the best." Like if we played y'all in any sport, we would whoop y'all ass. That's what we the best in. That is it. We are the best at competing. Like if we go ahead and not anything else, nope.
I'm saying.
For
Bring-
a while, though,
bring
we
them
was
sports.
garbage though in sports for a while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
get our
they
shit
caught up
together.
with us a little
Struggling
bit.
in that basketball was
you know
getting
why we
ass
was
though.
garbage in sports? Because they let the white folks go. When the black folks started going, we wasn't sorry no more. But we actually we should be representing Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they still really
Look,
suck
man.
low key.
Look,
Take us out of it. Take basketball, all of that out of it.
but you know
Take
what
us out of
war-
track and field.
Yeah,
They go.
First of all,
They run marathons. We run fast.
hell, we run marathon too. You get them,
you
them opinions.
I'm talking about us over here. I ain't talking about
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
all
I'm
the
gonna say them
But
jokers,
we
they just
ain't
run.
even different shit no more. Hell, when
They
last
gotta
time
run
we
3
beat
days to
Jamaica?
get to the store.
No, but still,
When last
Like,
time we
okay,
beat
to sit on
Jamaica?
that
We
back and
beat
run back,
Jamaica.
so
they when I tell you they running, they are running. Like
Yeah.
they running.
Oh, yeah,
Not
Forrest Gump.
jogging. We look like
Forrest
we
Gump
jogging.
But see, the thing with war though, war
Yeah,
ain't
Forrest Gump style.
war ain't nothing. But see, that's just like you said. That's a game played on a different level. They just suck us in. Okay, I know some of the shit I be saying is political. I don't be want to, but it's like they feed us the democracy side when it really it is by y'all terms that y'all feed us, but in reality. We pawn in war. We pawns. Like if they decide to shoot a, oh God, please no. If they shoot a damn nuke, you know what they gonna say about the people that get hit? Not. Oh, we gotta fight for such and such. No, niggas,
But see,
y'all
that-
knew the
you-
shit
you-
was coming
look.
first. Why not prepare?
You know why you
People-
can't shoot a nuke? Because everybody can see that shit. I'm like, you can't sneak up and just, I'm gonna catch them slipping. How? Everything you shoot, something is monitoring, is gonna shoot it down. So, I mean, you can't shoot them. Like that's the only reason you ain't nobody dropped the bomb because you can see it coming. You like,
That's why I was.
you drop a bomb, we drop a bomb.
That
What
and
that's all.
they done learned there's too much collateral damage that's gonna happen whenever they drop one. They ain't trying to fucking have that much fallout
Yeah,
and fuck up so much shit.
yeah.
They trying to develop shit that's gonna fucking kill everybody in this bitch and not knock buildings down. Cause they can't afford to have that shit. They can't afford to have it looking like Chernobyl over this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They can't have that.
Bruh. What about you, Ron? Something this year that just. We ain't even got to the fuck shit yet. That's a whole different talk. I'm gonna get on that shit.
In the world stuff, I really don't even give a fuck about it. My thing was them trying to get married. That was my biggest thing.
Yeah, they clapped it up for him, man.
That was my biggest thing.
Nigga
That shit-
did. Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was rough. And it's,
Every year. That was your year.
That shit was rough though, cause I was saying with us having to damn still pay our bills and we didn't really get
Inflation.
the help. We didn't really get the help from other, family members to be able to do it, but hey, we got it done. You know what I mean? So
Love always get it done.
love don't always get it done.
It
Love
will.
always will get
Nah,
you
it ain't
fucked
gonna
up.
get you what you want, but you gonna get it
I feel
done.
like I can throw my own wedding on. To be honest,
Most people do
and
now.
I can
It's
throw
not.
that bitch about $500.
Yeah, it's not.
See, it wasn't that. It was there go the dress. Her daddy. They said for that. I wasn't worried about everything else.
Yeah, they
It was
said
more
go
or less
by it.
that.
See, y'all want to look? This is how I won't go to the courthouse. Sign my little
I
paper.
see now that wasn't the thing. I done
They
did
done
that.
did
I done
that
did
before.
that.
Both of them
But
did
I'm
it. They
saying
want to experience
she
the other
wanted
side.
to actually have a wedding, so I was giving her what she wanted because at the same time I wanted to have one. I done been married before. That's what I did the first time. Went to the courthouse. Blah blah blah. But I wanted her to experience that wedding, so I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do." We had money set, but we also thought her father was gonna help. You know what I mean? At least her dress.
Right.
I'm saying it wasn't nothing about the venue, all that other shit. It was like, this is your daughter. You get to walk her down the aisle. If any of my daughters, that'll be one thing for sure. If I don't pay for the whole wedding, I'm gonna make sure I get her dress. No. Here's that down payment on it, but her dress is like $2,000, so you gave us like $400, but then now we got to come up with $1,600 for the dress. Then on top of that, then the venue, then everything. Yeah,
But you know,
we had the money for the venue,
Right.
all that, but the dress is what fucked us up.
I got you.
Yeah, and you remember the damn inflation shit where
Yeah.
they set a price. They
then-
gave this nigga a price on one venue, and because inflation and all this shit hit, they jacked that shit up even more. They
Yeah.
came back to him and said, "Nah, we need this from you now."
It was at first the venue was like 3,000, and I'm saying we had it. We could have got it for the whole week. Then we go back and it was like, yeah, like you said, that motherfucker went from 3,000 to about 6. It was
God
like
damn.
59.
Damn,
boy.
they doubled it.
I was like, oh, nah, we can't do it. But we would have had the whole venue for the whole week, though. You know what I'm saying? If we want to go take pictures, whatever, we would have had it. But I'm like, that's cool, but damn, that's a whole, like, no, I don't really need it this long. You can get it to me for 2 days. The day before the wedding, the day of the wedding, I'm cool.
Shit.
But even doing that, it was still going to be the
You
price
know
that they
what?
set.
I feel like weddings, weddings and funerals, you paying. Funeral, you paying. Well, technically, you paying for you to be buried in a decent way, but it's still high as fuck. Like, and you paying for cats to come celebrate you, and 9 times out of 10, there's some cats in your crowd that really ain't there to celebrate you. They there to hate both weddings and funerals. But it's like you pay so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all. Man, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like certain shit is just made up to be money rackets. In America, it's just made up. I was talking about holidays. I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Be honest with you. For one, how I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday because
I'm about to say
family
we coming up
and
on
love.
the main money holiday right now.
And it's like, bruh,
Well,
this
that's
ain't
the main. The second one is
technically, and they cover it up. Say, well, you know, it's Jesus' birthday. No, it's not. This is not even the day he was. It's not even the day he was born.
Not even close.
No. So they found a way, because I don't know the exact story, but we studied in school the Kris Kringle shit, because that's what Polish. Santa Claus come from like a different. I think it's like a Polish tradition or some shit. It's like they found a symbol to use to make money off of. Just like Valentine's Day is a little naked baby with a damn bow and arrow.
All these pagan holidays that
Hell,
these
we celebrate.
folks got us.
Yeah, we celebrate
Paying.
Cinco de Mayo. Well, I learned from my Mexican homies. They ain't got
even they-
shit to do with none of that. That ain't their independence.
That ain't even their real Independence Day.
It ain't. It's like and I'm like, bro, once you learn that where you live at is what it is, like, I know America. I love America. I ain't going nowhere. But it's like, it's money. It's all about the dollar. And my dollar ain't worth shit everywhere else. It's not. It's one of the worst. Ain't it one of the worst ones?
It ain't
But,
worth
I
shit
mean,
here.
but this is the thing, like, if we be honest, what does that really mean?
What?
The value of the dollar. Like, look, I know how much money I got, and if I see something, you gonna tell me whether I got enough money to purchase it.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
whether
how they
it's
equate
value or
that,
nothing, I'm like, I don't care. Like, my $100 is your $200. If it costs $200, do I have enough to buy? Yep. Give me my stuff.
I think it's how
It's
well.
like, why is that even the focus? Why
I
does
don't
it
know.
matter?
I thought about that. Is it the thing that because they say once everything is busted down to one single currency, that's the end of all shit. That's just the end of the day.
That's what it already is. Well, I mean, you
It's
got a credit card.
They tiptoe on it. They tiptoe
close.
around it.
They
But
is
it's like
close.
it's close. But the thing is, it's like because even with because I look at it from the thing Bitcoin and shit. It's like that's a currency that maybe one day will. It's not even a viable. I don't even know what Bitcoin is. To be honest with you, I think it's some imaginary shit that they want to catch on.
That's their way of unifying the currency under one world.
Okay.
Banking, you know what I'm saying? Like that. What I was saying, like the CBDC, like the central banking digital currency, is what they trying to make. That they
Either
shit.
you gonna have money to live or you ain't. That's it. That's how I look at it. It's like, can you buy what you want to, even if you go out of the country? Can you got there? Then you got enough money. I don't care about. Oh well, my dollar is more valuable than yours. If we can buy the same thing with it, you just got more than me. It's like what the value? Like, why does it have to have? Am I supposed to have some other money because my money is valuable? You know.
Shit, I was just watching that damn.
With them, it's about control.
It's about control, yeah. Cause that was your year though. Shit,
As soon as you fuck up and you say the wrong thing,
yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
They learning your ass.
you got no money to go, but you ain't going.
Thank you. Come again.
You can't go, nigga. I'm sorry.
That's why the dollar don't mean shit. But I ain't in what.
Put a hold on it.
Yeah, cause your year that was your year. I remember we were planning for that shit. I remember that shit.
Playing a long time.
Nigga, you remember, I ain't gonna
Nigga
lie.
ready
Before
for
we
it.
move on, remember that nigga when he was dancing though, I tried to tell everybody. Nobody wanna listen to me. This nigga hitting splits in a wife beater and church pants. Nigga ain't playing with him. That nigga came up to me at the end of the wedding drenching.
Yeah, sweet. Hey.
Man, what y'all doing? Man, y'all finna leave? I'm like, yeah, cause I got that nigga out there dancing to the damn doors locked.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shit. Had to do it.
When the last time you got danced like that?
Ooh, boy. Good
Back in the
God
days of 1999, boy named Trick Daddy.
almighty. No, probably about 2000.
You dance like that with John Smith, his wife, at that
Hell
party?
no. I was fucked up. Me, Sean, and whoever the else the person was, we were trying to leave. There go Victoria had Josh hemmed up so long.
Man, that was
It was a good ass night though.
It was, man. Chris, you was spending them ones and twos, man.
It was a good night, man. This was fun.
Yeah,
It was a
man.
good day. You know what I'm saying? Happy for Cuz.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like I said, that nigga was ready for that shit. He had a whole year.
Oh, yeah, nigga was down. He can't
Like, man, I just want to know. I really just want to know if I ever get to that point where I'm standing up, that I really want to like, damn, do I really want to do this shit? I really want to know if that's going.
I mean, you might ask yourself
in
that.
my head. It's like,
you might-
damn, I'm like,
you got to think though, like you said,
nigga, why?
it ain't necessarily why. It's the what if. I'm saying because damn now you got somebody that you know that cares for you. But what
I
if
feel
you
like that little devil gonna be on that shoulder. I'm like, nigga,
That's your
I'm
conscience.
telling you, it's,
Nigga be on my show tap dancing.
it wasn't the why, it's the what if.
Do
Like,
this shit.
cause you like now you got somebody that care for you and that's there for you, but then you like on the other hand, like you say, you get the little devil. Like, damn, I'm finna give up a lot of damn ripping and running the
but
streets.
you really ain't though.
No, I can still rip and run the street, but I'm saying it's not right for her for me to be
Yeah.
doing that. I made a commitment to her, so I need to keep that commitment. But that's what I'm saying. So yeah, that thought was gonna run past your head because I said the same thing. Yeah, I'm like, damn, do I really want to do this? And then I'm like, the scale, the weight. Man, fuck that. All them other bitches ain't nothing because at the end of the day, they probably don't want me. They want what I can do for them. And you see what I'm saying? And I got somebody that wants me and not
I
what I
think that's
can do
the
for
key.
them. That was the thought. But yeah, that thought process, like, damn, boy.
You gotta find somebody that
He was there.
you gotta find somebody that's willing to enhance you, like not add. I would tell the girl, I don't want to add nothing to you because you're supposed to be complete when I meet you. Now, what I can do is take care of the blessing that God done gave me. I can do that, but you gotta do the same for me. I think that's the key. Yeah. Now, if you up there and you know she ain't fine for you, she just want to stand there and look pretty. And
get your last name so this
get your last name and shit, and you standing up there and you have that thought. I got your back, cuz I throw some kind of commotion. I
mean, it's one of them where I'll just
we get you out of there. We get you out.
With me, is this one gonna be the one to do it all?
See,
but you gotta try though, Chris.
Why?
Cause how you gonna she gonna be the one if you don't put her in that situation?
I will vote. We're gonna have to go through some kind of trial period or some shit. Like, hey, look, everybody,
it ain't no.
Like, look, what Steve Harvey said. Look, that's what them nigga Ford and all these motherfucking companies do. 90-day trial periods and shit. Hey, I'm gonna have to push you through a trial period to make sure this shit gonna work.
You can do a contract. 2-year contract. Boom.
Technically, a marriage license is a contract.
You going month to month or you about to open?
I know that's right.
Crazy.
Well, can you change your number? Can I change my number?
You know what? I'm gonna take this to the next kid. Yes, sir. I was like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta pour it out.
A nigga like me got 2 phones any fucking way. So you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This phone don't do it all.
but the thing is, you don't know that it can't do it all until you give it a chance.
I gave it a chance. It don't do it all. That's why I got 2.
You
battery there ran down.
That's why I got 2.
Don't even work no more. Sound just like a regular.
That's why I got 2. That's why I got 2 phones.
Man,
you gonna need 2 women then.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You gonna need 2.
That's what I'm saying.
You just gonna be with them.
Be with them.
You just won't be married.
I promise you, dog. I kid you not. Let me tell you something. I know I always go back to this, but I kid you not. If they had just little whole houses around where you just go pay to play, most people would do that. I mean, when you think about it, like, you still got it. I'm just saying you can do it, but I'm talking about like doing it. Like
if you lived in Vegas, you can do it all
you can make your money. Like you can, it's legal. Like, hey, you go here. I mean, how many folks you really think gonna be married if you could do that?
I'm still gonna be married because they gonna hell. I might want it a lot more, and I ain't gonna want to keep paying $300-$400 for it.
Nah, I mean, hey, let's say like regular price. I mean, $20. $20.
Nah.
Like, look, same time you go to the movies, you know, like it's like, hey.
See, then that's the pick of the litter. $20 versus, this $300. I don't want the $20. $20 might look like that picture we had, and in our group chat, and all I'm good.
But that's like
I'm good. I just have my own, so then if she look like that, I can get that fixed. I can't get that fixed because I'm just going to her. But if I have my own,
I'm putting it like I ain't talking about where. I mean, it's safe. You ain't got to worry about it being like it is a profession where you ain't got to worry about no diseases, nothing like that.
But the thing is, are you just describing a whole house? Because a whole house is only one aspect of a relationship, and that's sex. But what about the other shit?
I know other stuff. I'm talking about,
but that ain't a relationship.
I'm going to the club tonight.
That's only one part.
I'm going to But like, what if you wanted more than one time in a day, but they go, she got other clients. Hey man, your time up, bro.
And what if you want more than that? So what if you want to just, sit on the couch and have a relationship? It ain't about fucking. Fucking is a side.
You pay for the girlfriend experience, then.
I'm not paying. Well, you already paid for it.
He know what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm saying.
Because he won your business part.
But see, though, that's the thing. Like that, go. You might want that for a week, so you gonna pay that for a week. So you gonna pay for a girlfriend experience?
I'm just saying, man. Like, okay.
No, I'm just saying.
I know I
But
ain't
fellas,
being.
be honest. If girls listening to this, because they are our biggest.
That's the prepaid,
supporters.
and just before you go up, that's the prepaid part of the cell phone plan. Just so you know, that's the
Y'all niggas is
that's the week to week, the month to month type shit versus the 2-year contract.
Do you want you re up?
But be honest.
But what if she decided to say no? Then now you gotta go find another one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you done paid, then this was our contract. Like, look, I done paid for this week. I done paid for
But
this
why the
month
hell
or
y'all ain't
whatever.
got track phones and y'all got these damn phones that you paying bills on and
Look,
subscription?
I got a subscription phone, got my burner phone, I got this phone.
No, no.
Just saying, man. Like I
I'm
always
saying,
say, like, man.
Bruh, all I'm saying, that's one part of a relationship. I think, what's more important to you? Like, fellas, because some women want to know. Like, most women think it's sex that'll keep a man. But that ain't what keeps a man committed. What is it?
Sex don't really keep me in.
That's what I'm saying. It don't keep you, but what is it that keeps men? Is like I tell them all the time, if I can laugh with you and just experience life with you, that'll keep me more than just having sex. Having sex is a part. But what? Because most women be wanting to know, like what the fuck? Like, because some of them don't want to know. They think they got it all planned out in their head. That this man wants sex and that's what it is. So I give it to him. Just like for
Don't come in there thinking that. That's the biggest mistake you ever gonna make. Fucking with me anyway.
I think it is fucking with any man.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying because
I think
like if you think your pussy just good enough to keep a motherfucker, you was mistaken.
Very much so.
I just, man.
Speak your truth.
It's just one of them, like,
Speak your truth.
If you say you can practice for marriage, which I know you can't. I'm not one of those people. Like, girlfriend and boyfriend, I don't even know what that means. I mean, I understand you won't put a title on it, but that's you can't practice if it ain't.
Yeah.
You ain't in the game. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting at the house, like, I would be one of those people who, like, hey, if I built the house, I would build 2 houses right there by you. I got my side, you got your side. We can put the couch in the middle. Like, I literally won't be like, hey, when I don't want to be, I got my own, you know, and then, you know, it's one of the, now you can come chill. I ain't saying that you got to stay on your side, but when you on my side, hey, I don't feel like being bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this whole middle side. Like, if I feel like being bothered with you, I'm going to be in the middle to let you know, hey, you know, I'm open for conversation. You know, I want to interact with somebody right now.
This is the common area.
Yeah, this is a common area. You know, and then when I go back, I'm like, I won't be able to be like, all right, then. You know,
So you want to be like, so peace out. Go to your side.
It's just,
I'm going to my
I
side.
feel like, you know, you kind of, like when you bring 2 households together, you know, if you bring 2 of them together, you kind of still want that alone side. But like when it was, like, let's say for instance, if you got days you feel like interacting, and then you got days, well, I kind of want to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? But when you have that day and you in the house, I don't care what chores you got. Hey.
Leave me the fuck alone.
You know? You know, it's one of those.
I think that's what Chris go back. It's communication, because you can communicate that. I think it's tough though. I think it's tougher than what people want to lead on to.
I mean, especially
if you
if
tell
you take
your
a
other
week,
girl, look,
out of 7 days, if 5 of them days I don't want to deal with you, she gonna have a problem.
Right.
I'm not mad. I'm like, hey, when I have my schedule, I can stick to, hey, I'm boom, boom, boom. You ask me a question, I'm answering and everything. I'm like, you ain't focused on me. You ain't no shit. I have a schedule.
He said no shit.
I mean, it's one of those. It's like, stop taking everything so personal. And I want somebody to be like, hey.
Basically, what you want is somebody who got their list and you got your list.
Yeah,
and y'all just make the list work out together. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, but it's not an exact science, and there's a lot to go into that shit. Because both of y'all have to want to have that time, like, because like you were saying, what if I don't want today? I don't feel like doing all that, but then she do.
And then so she gonna be looking at you like, why you ain't helping? Because I don't want to. Simple.
It ain't my time.
Dad, you be dealing with Ron before you get up out of here.
I deal with what?
Like, when you be wanting to have your time to yourself?
I play my video game, put my headset on. And she could be sitting right there, huh? She could be sitting right there in the room with me. I ain't lying. Ask her. You can ask her. But she just like to look at me, so it ain't no really problem for me. She'll sit there and stare at me play the fucking video game for 4 hours. Don't know why, but she do. I can come and play the game. She'll lay in the bed and just watch me play the game.
That's because in her head, she probably done came to the conclusion this is just what he likes to do. That's fine.
She did
just
that
like your girl could come
when
to
we first started talking.
Like,
she
this
did
nigga
that.
like
I'm
watching
like,
games to
wait a
himself.
minute. This
Let
girl
me go
lets
off
me
and
play
go
my
do
video
something.
game. What?
Let me go read a book. Call, talk to my friends, chat on the phone, do the
She
whatever.
lays there. She ain't talking to nobody.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
She lay there and watch
That's cool
me
for
play
him.
the game.
That's fine.
I'm talking about
Like,
for him. He just got to find a girl that understands where he coming from. And like I said, it's a tough. For some, it's tough. It's tough.
He want a younger woman. He don't want no woman his age. Cause like he said, I'm already old. Bitch, you old too. So what we gonna do together? We old. That's what he said. Not trying to be funny, and I understand that. But at the same time, hey, them young girls ain't going for that. They want to be out, and he's like, look, I don't want to have time for that.
go out. I don't care.
I'm talking about, they want to be out with you, Sean, and like, look, I don't want to go out. You can go, bye, see you later.
Sometimes I think that's that can be seen as a form of insecurity. Like, I always say I do, but I know it's a process, bro. Sometimes you gotta work yourself through your insecurities, and it's like you gotta be willing to try to. Like, if his girl don't want, I need this, you ain't showing me enough attention, but especially if y'all living together, what you mean? We live together. We sleeping together. If I feel like I need to go hang out with cuz or with my friends or whatever, you should be able to do that without just saying something.
Like, I won't wake up in the morning and be like, I'll be back. No questions asked.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Where you going?
Where you going?
I did not say no questions asked.
Yeah.
Cause when I say I'll be back, if I'm committed to you, I'm not going to cheat.
I get what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I'm saying? Like, why does
that's
it
why I
matter where
say
I'm
it's a
going?
part of insecurity. Because
why do you need to know
you should
where I'm
trust
going?
me.
I'm going, and if I get in trouble, I'll call you. If something happens, love you. Bye. I mean, she can do the same thing. It was like, and don't get mad when I don't call you. Why you ain't calling? Check up.
oh yeah, that happens. I mean, that's
Who made that rule? That
I read this book, The 4 Agreements, and they talk about that. It says just because you in your mind made the agreement that just because I text you, you gotta text me back, or I call you, gotta call me right back. Don't mean that that's what they made up in their mind. So what's the use of getting mad about the shit? Because it's all insecurity. And I was like, damn. But you can't say that, because you say that to your girl or something. They don't hear that shit. They don't.
You can't, like you just said, you can't say it. It's just you just gotta find the one that's gonna accept that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna accept it. You gonna have to go through a long line of motherfuckers
Like
sometimes.
I said, freedom of speech. But there's consequences.
That's what I'm saying. I just say, like, look, man, to be straight up, Like when I say, I mean, I feel like words. They interpret words different, and you think I'm a very by the definition. Like, hey,
This is it.
the definition is this. So when I say this is what it means. Not what you. I look at it like that. No,
Not your interpretation.
this is what I mean. So if you want to understand me,
This is what it is.
don't read between the lines. Just read that sentence right there. It ain't nothing to be emotional
And that
about.
is frustrating.
Well,
I mean,
fellas,
but it's
I'm
be
heading out. Slide through fam. I'll holler at
Man,
y'all
it was
next
good
year.
year with you, cuz.
2023. So I'm saying, when I come back, I'll be an old ass nigga again.
Yeah, for sure. Christmas, birthday, all that shit coming for you, nigga.
Yeah, your ass. You getting older, brother.
That's all right. I'm saying, hell, I gotta work my damn birthday. That's like that weekend though. And I get my vacation back. I'm gonna take that Friday off. All right, y'all.
All right.
Man, that is gonna be a hard one for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't believe. I mean, because like it sounds like I'm very difficult to deal with, but I'm really not.
You're not difficult. It's just
really not.
those things in a relationship.
I'm very basic.
They always show up somewhere where. And I try my hardest not to assume anything. Like, I don't want to assume nothing. So if you tell me you happy, don't pop back up on me and say, well, you remember back when this and that happened, but I asked you and you said you were happy and nothing was wrong. So why you telling me something wrong? Because what happens is like the communication ain't open and you're not trusting the word of the other person. I try my best, but that's a hard thing. You just want somebody, if I say something, that's just what it is. It ain't no, well, you could be cheating. No, well, you could be insecure because you think I'm cheating. I don't know. If I tell you I ain't never gonna cheat on you, I ain't showed you nothing that say I cheated. Why am I sitting up here having to defend myself? I don't feel like that's
Or tell
fair.
me what you like. If I'm doing something wrong, just tell me.
Tell me and then this the thing too. If they tell you, and then if I still disagree with the fact that what you said I did was wrong, then I mean it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. Like if she go, well, I feel like, Mark, you were not paying me enough attention.
Why do you feel that way?
Because when I asked you this question, you didn't remember the answer, something stupid like that. And it's only because she feels it's a secure thing.
You know what I would really say to that? I would like,
What?
so at the time you asked me the question, did I feel like being bothered with it?
And then she
And if
gonna be
that
like,
answer
that's
is
what
no,
I'm talking about.
So you already knew
Then she gonna go,
you didn't
that's what
have
I'm
my
talking
full
about.
attention. So don't try to tell me something
Why are you
important.
not giving me your full attention?
Because I don't need to. It's simple. I'm like, why do you need my full attention? Am I doing something? Like, because if I'm not doing nothing, you probably gonna I like to talk, man. I'm gonna ask you questions. And when I'm not, guess what? It's probably mean I don't want to talk. But I mean, I thought it was pretty simple. I just feel like I'm an easy person to read. Like,
And then too, each person got their own level of when you're done talking. Like you might ask your questions, but who's to say when it's over? Like you be like, well, I'm just done talking, but they'll still keep you on trying to talk. But they ain't really engaging in too much. It's I don't know. Relationships is just like that, bro. Like it's a balancing act to me, and it's I don't know. I think that's why it's always work. And I tell somebody, if I married you and I love you, it's a labor of love. I'm gonna keep working
that's
this
why
shit
marriage
to the day.
needs to be looked at, in my opinion, as a business. It is not something you get your emotions all into. It's like, hey, with a marriage, you got certain duties. If you look at it as like, okay, I know I gotta, get along with this person. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find the best way that I can go about that, doing it healthy, positive, everything possible. You know what I'm saying?
How you go into a relationship.
But it's like,
but that's how we supposed to go into it. It's just, as we are humans, we don't understand. We put shit on people sometimes that it's just not like, bro, it's not conducive to a healthy relationship. You put shit on me, I ain't have shit to do with it. Yeah, unrealistic expectations. Like, I love you, and I love you to the utmost, but like you said, like, your expectations of attention is not lining up with mine, then we gotta figure it out. Because it ain't that I don't love you. You looking at it as a gauge of how much I love you. When I'm looking at it like, but I'm giving you attention. But I also got, I like playing video games. I want to go hang out with Cuz, go play basketball, go do this, go do that.
I think marriage does that. Mm-hmm. Like, people say, I know Cuz, he was one that said it too. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, man, you ready to be married? You ready to be married? It's gonna be, you think it's gonna be different? He like, ain't nothing gonna change with her last name. But I done heard motherfucker, everything changed.
It do change to an extent. My first marriage, it changed. But I mean,
that's a problem for me though. Like, why the fuck just sliding this ring on the finger change the way that we supposed to act toward each other from yesterday to today?
That's true.
Because you can't just leave now. What you can, it's gonna cost you money. Yeah. That's why you can't practice. You like if you and girlfriend, I'd be like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. You ain't gotta worry about no court documents being tied to somebody. None of that. But when you can't practice, you can't practice.
No, you can't practice.
Because it ain't no real commitment. No. It's not like you can't have a fake commitment. It's not possible.
Too much.
What up? Look at them cheesing. But yeah, you can't practice it, but it's I don't know, man. Commitment. I feel like when you do it, you don't do it because you want to. Don't do it because you feel like you have to. But when you do it, know that it's work. Like, it's work. Yeah. It ain't, but it's a label. It's like if I ever got a job doing what I love doing. Like, if I could do this for a living and make good bread, shut off of it, it's going to turn into a task. But I'll love doing it just because it's something that I love. Like, it's just like working to work. Or you working on something you love doing. It's still work. I remember Marlon did it on his show. His son was like, I'm going to be a content creator because, Daddy, you said you'll never have to work a day in your life. But Marlon was like, okay, son, I misspoke. So he had to teach him, like, bro, just because it's not, when he was like, well, when you love doing what you're doing,
makes it easier.
It makes it easier. So it's like, that's how a relationship should go. But it don't. I mean, I think it's a bunch of damn humanoid shit.
I mean, I'm not.
If we was fucking robots, I believe love would be the simplest shit ever.
Like, it is. I mean, like,
but as human, we got so much.
See, most people look at love as a feeling, and it's not a feeling. It's actually a verb. So if love you're not doing action, complex to do it, action. You want the product of the action, and you think that's what I was like. Nope, you got to do the action to get the product.
It's a complex. It's just like I was watching the Mike Tyson shit on Hulu, and he was like, "You don't understand." He was like, "I'm all of what they say Mike Tyson is." As humans, we are complex. We are not. If a person is a great guy, great gentleman, he still got another side to him. Like, it's not. And to feel like we could get into a commitment, a lifelong commitment with somebody, that means you gotta. There's gonna be times when that shit look wonky. Yeah, think about it. What if one mad? You see the bad side of one and the good side of the other, because we don't have our good sides every day.
See, it's one of those things. Like, it's understanding complex. Boundaries and stuff. Like, knowing when I'm mad, you need to know if I'm mad at you or mad at a situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the two confused. Don't add fuel to the flame. You see I'm mad at a situation, don't come at me with some stuff that, okay, well, he mad right now, so I'm just go ahead and let my stuff out too. Nah, that ain't what you do.
You supposed to do that.
That's not how you do it. But that's, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I like, hey, I like a little hood rat on them too.
You like the hood rat?
No, it's
a little tad.
It gotta be. It's the right amount of ratchet,
pinch.
but if it's more of a funny ratchet, like not the ratchet. Like, man, ratchet? Don't like.
I'm trying to dope you on your head this afternoon.
It's like
what's funny ratchet?
It's like, okay, ratchet in the house around
like
me.
That?
Fine. When we out, I ain't trying to say be something like, no, we gonna be respectful.
Yeah,
I think there is a universal respect
out here
that people should have amongst one another.
Like when you tell your kids when you leave, don't go out here acting stupid today.
I was like don't go out here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Don't embarrass me. I know how you was acting earlier. Like, don't try that shit out here when we get to Walmart.
Yeah, don't embarrass me.
That's like it's one of those.
You,
like,
you
hey,
left in this motherfucker with this buggy full of shit.
Stuff you just like it's stuff you wear at the house versus stuff you wear outside the house. Yeah. It's the same thing. Like, you got in-house personality, you got out-house personality. Don't mix up the two. Don't mix up the two, because if it was like, nope, we're not, because I'm gonna ignore you.
So tell me this. So we talked about some of the real shit, but what's some bullshit? Like,
what you mean?
Every year got some bullshit. Like, for me, it's the Tory Meg case. It's coming to a close finally.
But it's
hilarious.
That shit would close for me when it happened.
This shit, that
but bitch lying.
But listen, all right, I'm gonna tell you when I thought it was fake. Cause I don't think a nigga talk like that. When they said that nigga shot at her and said, "Dance, bitch." So I can't
look. I ain't never said that I thought that part was fake.
You think somebody would say "dance, bitch"?
He might have said that shit.
That's a cartoon kind of shit.
Yeah, but that shit would have been hilarious. That's that outhouse. That's that outhouse behavior.
Dance, bitch, dance.
But I'm not saying he might have been like standing there while the shit was going on saying that shit.
And then why the hell this damn case taking so fucking long? I feel like
that's that distraction shit you was talking about earlier. That's that distraction shit you was talking about earlier.
If I was a black man, now any black man in America, you get accused of any. Yeah, that's a damn if you yell at a motherfucking woman, your ass getting locked the fuck up, and you gonna be in there for some domestic violence and shit. So you saying this nigga shot a whole bullet out of the gun and been walking free?
Pinky toe.
Yeah,
like this Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Man, I was just like, this is funny. And then when it broke down where it was at, who it was, I'm like, damn, this a Kardashian type shit.
What I done told you about that bitches.
What's going the fuck out? And that's why I was like, what the fuck going on? Then, like, it's just this year, that's one of the funniest fucking stories that ain't supposed to be funny. Don't get me wrong. It's not supposed to be. But it's funny because, hell, now I'm listening to what's going on in the court case. First of all, this shit is like a fucking
making it
Scorsese film.
No, hell no. He ain't gonna do nothing stupid shit like that.
Okay. What? Michael Bay. This Mike. Oh, I don't do Tyler like that.
Tyler Perry.
All right, it's not like a Tyler Perry movie. So, you telling me.
Them be the worst, man. Don't even get on that, man. I'm about to get mad because y'all said that shit.
Listen, this nigga said, hey, so Megan goes to her friend Kelsey, who she ain't talked to him forever. All right, well, we need you on our side. We need you to come up here on the stand and get cross-examined or whatnot. She agreed to it. So just like in movie fashion, she get up there. Her first question was, can I get immunity? They said, the prosecutor's like, what you need immunity for when you ain't even the one on? We're not trying to get you. Then she proceeds to flip the whole shit. It's like, yeah, I lied about everything I first saw the cops. You said that Tory did such. No, he didn't do it. I lied about that. I did. I lied. While Megan's just sitting there like.
See, that's why I was like, man, this is gonna be on the reality TV show. That's all it is, man.
Meg no damn came out and said, well, my boyfriend is embarrassed.
That's your guy. Leave that. Why you bring that to court?
Why she embarrassed? Why he embarrassed? So he embarrassed because this girl, because first of all, it's a court case. And you know, in a court case, everything coming out. So it done came out, she done slept with these niggas that she said she ain't sleep with. So she done slept with Tory, Ben Simmons, and the baby. All three of them. Her man but her. But then I gotta think like, nigga, all her songs talk about
yeah, right.
It's
first of all, you a walking advertisement. And second of all, why you a grown ass man worried about these other niggas she fucking anyway?
Cause she lied to that nigga. A girl,
why you asking who the fuck is she fucking anyway? You fucking her now.
Why do you think everyone feels her lyrics? Because she practices. You don't. I mean, most people don't rap about stuff they don't know about. Most don't. You know, but
these days they might.
Yeah, these days.
I mean, what she was doing. I mean, okay,
but she was doing
that type of behavior. You would have to assume.
Like, but okay, do you see how she performs on the stage?
Yeah. Man, I done had so many, and I hate this. I don't ever do it like, well, she in control of her sexuality. She is okay with it. You shouldn't shame nothing. I'm like, we ain't, but Marcus always make the point. Now, years ago, when the twerk team was out here making YouTube video and Instagram shaking their ass like professionals do, y'all got mad at them and say they were nasty. They doing this, but she do the same stuff. I'm like, y'all,
it's agenda driven,
bro. She do this. First of all, any man done been to the strip club and know when the girl finna get busy, she shake that damn leg and plant.
It's a rap.
Meg do that. And they like, look, yeah, I like when Meg do. I was like, but then you don't want your man to go to the strip club. We sitting here watching strippers right here.
Man, you know, I don't. Man, hey, look, they just ruined my happy place, man.
Why you say they ruined strip club?
Man, it's not even fun, man. It's not fun. Like, It's at one time, I remember when about 18 years old, around that time, you used to be trying to sneak up in there. You know, like, can't let nobody, not that you was ashamed, but you like, you know.
It's new.
Now,
it's new. Yeah.
That is a profession. That is, I mean, it's you got the young kids going in there, they just going to buy, to spend money and throw money is, I don't even think they look at the strippers. They just want to see how much money they can throw up in a certain amount of time. I was like, it's just not fun. It's not. And then it's
maybe
so much,
you done got tired of it.
It's so much girl on girl stuff. Like, it ain't even it's more females in there than dudes. Like,
it ain't for us no more.
Maybe.
What are we doing?
True.
Like, it's just not. I was like, man, it's what used to be. I ain't saying I was like, hey, you know, little girl on girl. I get it, but still, like, it's just
the
not.
whole atmosphere.
I mean, yeah, it's not the same. I feel like half of the strippers like the females more than they like the dudes. Probably because the dudes gonna get disrespectful, which I understand, but still. It's just,
and that's true. That's true. But it's man, look, it is gender driven. Like Chris said, it's like once they take over, they change everything. It's like it's all about empowerment once they touch it. But I mean, it is what it is. But that was one of my shits. That I don't know. Y'all got anything y'all done looked at? Shit, R. Kelly.
What bullshit wise? I mean, damn.
R. Kelly. Yes. The attack on. Oh, first of all, I do want to talk about Gunna though. I do want to talk about that.
Man,
I want your opinion. I'm a civilian, so I don't even. I don't play them games because I ain't no thug and no shit like that. But do y'all think he told?
I don't know if he told or not. I mean, I know he took a plea.
Do you think he was wrong for it?
Based on whatever he got going on in his life,
I think it's a lot of liars out there. I think it's a lot of people that if you put in that situation and they throwing that much time at you, I think you gonna have you like. I just think it's a level to it. I mean, I think if you now I do think if you in that type industry or whatever you want to call it, the rules are the rules. If you ain't supposed to snitch, you get caught.
keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
Yep. I mean, I can't help because you dumb. I mean,
it did, and civilians
saying yes.
Everything.
Man, I don't know, man. Like, first of all, I'm tired of our rappers going through this shit. But second of all, it's like, if I'm
it's their own fault. You can't advertise stuff.
Pick that up real quick. Just give us this our end of the year show, man.
You can't.
You talk about this shit.
You can't say what you do and get mad when the people show up. You can't do it.
Cause do you think he snitched? Is he wrong?
Wrong as hell. The only reason I say he wrong is because before you signed that contract dealing with these motherfuckers, you knew what type of shit they was on. So when the shit was eventually gonna come crashing down, you can't say, oh shit, let me get out of here and protect myself, when you know these are the same motherfuckers that put their millions on your pocket, same motherfuckers that put them diamonds on your wrist and took care of your mama and all them and changed your situation. If you plan to be a part of this team, that's your team. Unless you left the team when it happened, you can't say, I ain't a part of this shit. You can't. And everybody talking about, did he tell? No, he ain't told yet. Not yet. That's what he got out for, because they got his agreement. He ain't gonna tell. And he got the most slight. Anybody else will be considered a flight risk. Yeah. They ain't even worried about him. They're like, he gonna do whatever. We know he gonna tell. He's fine. He's good. And the other dude that's telling too, he keep. I ain't snitch. If y'all calling me a snitch, the co-founder of the damn thing telling on himself. He said they did the shit. So how am I bad? I kind of get where he coming from, because he a worker. But when one of the bosses say, we did it.
Hey, they got us. They got to come out. Stop running. They got us. I'm telling.
And then later, you see, evidence gets thrown out. A lot of them jokers about to come home. You could have withheld a little bit longer to come home with everybody else and fight the case with everybody else. You said no. So now they basically trying to say it's going to be YSL versus Gunna and the other jokers now, because if the evidence gets thrown out, the evidence gets thrown out from the government, they can't use it. But now you got two jokers that was in that case that said, well, we know they did it. Hold on, wait, we ain't even got the evidence no more.
They don't divide them.
Because what? Street don't mix with music.
It don't.
Why
can't we keep the street shit out? If you were look,
that's when the shit was born.
But we were born. But at the end of the day, am I gonna look at Nas and say, Nas talk about street shit, but he also said he tell the stories of his brothers too. He said, I might not.
You getting that Mike Epps look?
Kendrick said the same shit, but it's like you don't always have to. It ain't. Look, nigga. You can't. Who did it? Well, what's name did it for a while? Your boy did it.
If you can tell the story, somebody had to tell you.
Jada Kids will tell you when the record money was coming in. Yeah, I was back in the streets. I was selling shit. But
usually with hip hop or rap or whatever, you can kind of look at niggas just the same way you do with anybody at your job or school or whatever. You can kind of look at a motherfucker and be like, yeah, they full of shit.
After talking for a while, you feel it.
After you hear motherfuckers rapping for a little while and you see their actions, you be like, I don't know if this nigga really doing that shit. I don't know if he really doing that shit. Like DMX, you knew DMX was out there knocking niggas the fuck out and robbing niggas. Like you knew that shit really happened.
Yeah.
Like you see another nigga's like, I don't know.
But see,
This nigga.
but did you think that about Thug? I didn't think
I ain't
Thug
never
was.
really even thought. I ain't had no thoughts on these niggas. Period.
Did you think about you from GA? Now come on, man.
Because I ain't never listened
Did
to
you
Young Thug
think
music
Thug
like that.
was
So I can't really.
that? I didn't think Thug was that. Now I'm like, yeah, that nigga, he little throw, bro. He ain't fucking with you. At first, I didn't think he was, man. Just his music, I don't know, man.
I can't make that. I can't make that assessment because I ain't never listened to this shit like that. Like Barter 6, I never listened to that shit one time.
Did you
Straight
think
up.
Thug was about it?
Only because I had like maybe not vibes. Only because of what other people were saying. But then again, the other people that's kind of said stuff look like they'd be scary in a room with a lot of people. Like people like ain't like the Migos to me. Like when you talking gangster rap, people throw them in that loop for no reason. Like that's not gangster rap. When I think gangster rap, I'm thinking Scarface type. So when jokers don't put that demeanor,
Beanie Siegel.
yes,
yeah.
that's gangster rap.
Yeah.
Yes, bully rap. Like that's because a lot of these rappers, I don't put them in gangster
Like,
vibes.
he's
So
killed
jokes
somebody.
that give them,
Right.
yeah, jokes that give them vouch cards for being gangster rappers and stuff. I think is different. So I don't know how to take him and other people that vouch for him. But like I said, the old heads, these jokers got credit and. We got videos and now everybody like, well, I can't do too much now if I get too mad because of my lawyers and all this shit. But
Pretty
you
sure
gangster.
Beanie has probably killed some people for Jay.
He want to kill Jay himself.
He ain't mad at that nigga. But
It's just, I'm like,
well, see, but what I'm learning with these new niggas, some of them, they running they shit on the DL enough to keep shit quiet. It's just you. My thing is once feds get involved, you ain't keeping shit quiet. They 9 times out of 10, like somebody told me, when the feds get involved, they already know they can convict you. They just want you to keep digging it deeper and deeper. So when they do, your ass is not seeing the day of light. You not. And it's weird because the black culture get this type of shit. Come in, cuz be watching. He got me on. I'm on Soprano. We get it from the Italian mafia shit.
Organized crime comes from
Organized crime
them. We didn't know
come from them
gangsters and
immigrants.
thugs until they showed it to us.
Yeah,
That's not in
we
our culture
did.
at all.
That's what I be saying.
We didn't even have
Where the fuck we
guns.
learned this shit from? The motherfuckers that built this bitch.
Nigga, we don't-
Frank
When we-
Lucas.
I'm like Frank, man, Frank,
Robbery and
Frank
thieving.
black mafia shit come from them white fools,
for one,
from
you got also
Italy and
too-
shit. That's immigrants.
And we can't do our, like a person like Frank can't get big unless he got one of them in his pocket.
Yeah.
He had the army, the military in his pocket, straight from Vietnam.
Right.
Bring that on home.
Yeah.
And put it in the caskets and bring him on home. And you got, you know how much money talk for real. If you can get the government to sit up it.
Yeah.
But then nobody said nothing about the government doing that.
Like,
And they the ones that's been doing it since the day before.
And they've been
forever
doing it
anyway.
since the day before, but now it's like, shit, why we get sucked into this shit? And they giving us Rico off of shit. The shit we doing compared to what them fools used to do.
Oh, they still
Used to.
doing it.
Damn, they still do. But it's like, niggas, they
But you
really
gotta
be out here
know
murdering niggas and everything, taking money from judges. Our black people ain't even, the ones we getting hit with Rico ain't even that.
Nowhere near that big.
Deep.
That
Our RICO charges is always connected to some music shit because they use the music. Music is easy to catch them on because in the court of law.
everybody can get their 10%. They be like, need my 10%. Where my 10% at? Whatever I did, this my city. Need my 10%. Everybody got a price.
Yep. Come get that money off the top, man.
Look, we are.
You gotta pay to play.
I always say,
Just the price.
I ain't built for it. Somebody asked, I think my
These
girl.
niggas ain't built for the shit neither.
I
You
ain't been,
think
that's
they?
just like somebody coming to your house. Hey man, I know you're gonna have a lot of people over here. I'm gonna pull up, sell some plates. You gonna let them do it for free? For all of your people?
No.
You gonna get there, but like, I need a cut of that off the door. You coming? I'm putting y'all. You coming to use my clientele? I'm gonna need my cut.
That's my thing.
Need my cut.
I'm not. I think rappers just be rappers and focus on your craft. 1, 2, niggas.
They can't.
If you ain't built for it, God told somebody I ain't built for shit.
Game ain't set up.
I can't. Y'all
way.
tell me I'm going to jail. Oh man. Somebody be like, you gonna rap? Look,
It wasn't me.
it was.
I don't know
I
who it
ain't
was,
built
but
for
it
it.
wasn't me.
I know street niggas it is, and I give y'all credit. Y'all, it's just like niggas say you gonna go fight in the army. Nah, I don't plan on it.
They're like you riding with one of your homeboys and they get pulled over. Let's say they got something in the car. Something in your seat. Sir, is this yours?
Nope.
Nope. This ain't my car. Did I just drop snitch? This ain't my car. Whose car is it? It ain't mine.
It ain't mine.
You tell me, motherfucker, you got a computer.
I don't know whose
You
car
ran
it
the
is.
plate, bitch.
So are you in a stolen car?
I don't fucking know.
So you done got yourself in trouble already. You better stop just stop answering questions.
No shit.
Man.
I don't know nothing.
You know a motherfucking thing.
Where you heading? I was just
Up the
riding.
road. Shit. What the fuck that got to do with this stop?
See, that's why I ain't built for it. I told him, man.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas that's in the rap game ain't built for the shit neither. They think they are, but the game ain't set up for them to fucking win.
Everybody think they built for
True.
stuff
The
until
house
they
always gonna
like
win.
everybody think you can suffer the consequences until you gotta suffer the consequences.
Right. The
I'm
shit
like,
sounds good
yeah,
on
I can do
paper.
that. No, you can't. You ain't been in that situation. You do not
Nah,
know.
no.
Them niggas
So
is-
I ain't fixing to lie to you. I don't know.
These motherfuckers is real good car salesmen.
Are
tactics.
you willing to suffer the consequences for it? Not really. Don't do it then.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think you gotta hold yourself to that standard, because if you ain't willing to, I know I ain't willing to go do no time for no another nigga while he out here living his damn life and shit. Like nigga, he might end up with your damn woman. Shit, you just you get locked up. Hey, it happened to Wayne. Hell, Drake slept with his woman while he was in prison. Shit,
They probably do
Drake
that
light
shit.
skin.
but I'm just saying, when you do the rap, you gotta look at that shit, bruh. Like I'm a civilian. My mama ain't raised me to go to jail, and I ain't going with it. I'm not. Only when you, man. I told somebody if the Russians came over here, I'm telling them where everything get. Yep, it's right over there. Like look. I ain't built to
Don't
be a
step
prisoner.
right there because it's something you might get blown up. You might get blown up. So
Now,
just
if they
tell it.
try to bully their way in my house, I'ma shoot. You gotta shoot then. But if it's like we finna take you prisoner of war, cause you know, first of all, this is and everybody Brittany Grind and shit. Everybody like, well, why they didn't
That
let
was the
the
dumb
other
shit.
dude out? I understand that, but she ain't. He is trained. Hopefully he was trained of those tactics, because I know in the armed forces they train you when you get you got to go through waterboard and all that crazy ass shit. They gon' she ain't built
Look,
for
either
that.
you gonna make it through it or you gonna die. That's pretty much
it.
if you make it through it, you
built
Jason
for it.
Bourne.
Yeah,
you
you a bad
Jason
motherfucker.
Bourne. That's pretty much. I'm be like,
Hey, y'all think Brittany Griner gonna take that shit? No. See what? I'm like, she ain't. First of all, somebody said, but that nigga, you know, he was arrested because he was a spy. She was arrested because she had hash oil. So it made sense
it
for her
was
to come
not
home.
an even swap. We just gonna be real. It was far from an even prisoner swap.
But was it understandable swap?
No, why was it?
No.
You had somebody just He's a trained killer. She played NBA basketball.
He was getting out anyway. He was an expiring contract.
But the only thing about it, to me, that made that a dumb decision.
I think he was getting out 2 years, I think.
That man is known to make bombs out of anything.
MacGyver.
Anything. They said that he has once made, no bullshit, a bomb out of blunt papers like a cigar. No, this is for real, bro. The fact that you that smart to know that certain chemicals in this and that to go together to make some shit blow up is fucking insane. He shouldn't be out. He's known for killing jokers like that.
Yeah, and you know he known for giving guns to little African kids. That's where they get the AKs and shit. He was selling to them.
Weed murderer.
Okay, I get
a
you.
gun.
I get it. But
not even a gun.
He was in expiring contract.
This man turned into Richie Rich's scientist.
This man
with the toothpaste and getting out of prison.
Man, y'all, he was still doing the while he was in there anyway.
He gonna blow you up with
He was still selling shit while he was in
still
there.
don't make it right. That still don't make it even.
I didn't say it was even. I didn't say it was even. I just said it was understandable. Not even.
Not
It's
when
a
we in
difference.
beef with them right now, it ain't.
I mean,
that's like
he was finna get out in 2 years anyway.
That's playing checkers, and you done got to the other side of the board. King me.
One, he was getting out 2 years. 2, he's good enough where he got an enterprise, so he was doing it while he was in there anyway. So it's like, it is what it was gonna be. It was just like,
nope.
And my thing is this: do I believe the government don't? I guess because I watch too many fucking movies, I be like, yeah, they let him out, but he ain't out. He's out. But trust and believe, we got some shit. I don't know what it is. I don't believe.
It's called a cell phone.
I believe I believe they know. Okay, you out, but motherfucker.
Oh, you got to
Try one time. You got to just try one time.
Why get that risk though? If we've known for doing this before,
because it's a risk that we think we can overcome because we American. We arrogant. We arrogant, man.
And
Go
that's the
ahead,
problem.
Bush.
We ain't in that place where we can be arrogant right now. As an
Shit.
American, this
You
is
know,
when
we're tired.
after
We're in
COVID, this is
America
when
not
white
being
people
arrogant.
and all Americans together should be like, we in trouble as a whole.
Ty, we the West.
We all say
We
what
have the
you
West
want
not
to
being
say.
arrogant.
Say what you want to say.
That is our worst problem. We think we better than everybody.
Because white people got more game than they need. They done pimped us and pimped themselves. They believe they lies now.
But to me, that says that we ain't beefing with nobody in the first place. Like when you move
true.
like that, you moving like that, you chilling with them at the same time. You got your feet kicked up with these motherfuckers over in the shade, like, yeah, we got them fucked up. They think we beefing.
I think it's a lot of diversity.
I'm a firm believer in that people like, to me, like, and when you think of higher power of countries, whatever you want, to me, like I said, people say what they want. China sitting at the top of this, like, all right, y'all, the rest of y'all can do what y'all want, because let's be real, none of y'all function without us. China, if you look at all the, I be talking to people that work, they connect the dots everywhere. Say what you want, look at anything you want, what you look at. China keeps us around because they bored without us. That's what I feel. That's what I tell people all the time. They bored without anybody else around. They figured out how to make their people listen. They done did that.
I mean, they showed you with COVID. It was like, hey, we gonna launch this disease. All we gotta do is put on that mask. They dumb ass ain't gonna listen.
And made a movie about it in 2017 before the shit even happened. It was on Netflix.
What?
Made a hospital in 10 days and said, look,
Let me tell you what we can do.
the shit coming.
I mean, look.
That's what happens when you bored. You can do what you want.
Nah, I'm a civilian. I ain't fighting no wars. I told myself, first of all, I'm always.
I feel like either you a player or you a pawn.
Yeah.
Which one you want to be? That's pretty much.
Have you ever thought if they ever came? Because you know, back in our day, I don't know if they did it when you come through school. Ty, they used to make us sign up.
Sign up for what?
For like be.
I mean, you talking about the draft?
The draft, sign up
It's
for
one
the
of the. I
draft.
believe,
We had to do that, but
Yeah.
it kind of got canceled. That one, that whole
Me Too movement, whatever. Not that.
Whatever.
But, it's look, man.
Would you ever, if they ever asked you, would you? Well, if they drafted you, would
Like,
you win?
so this is my thought. Like, I'm probably not the person you want to send that war because I'm gonna do it like battle royale.
What you mean?
It's every man for himself. Like,
Yeah, again.
I'm just saying. Look, when you think about it, survival is every man for himself. It's like,
I don't think I could did it. I said I might would have had to go to jail. That been on
Muhammad Ali. I'm not going.
I might have to go do my little time. I don't forget how many years you did, but I'm too old now.
I said it was 3.
I be like, look, man, hey,
I don't know if I can do 3.
I ain't in here for that.
I don't know if I could do 3.
I mean, look, you get 3 meals a day.
I'm like, I'm flat footed. They used to work back in the day. Cause you can't
Right
wear the
about
boots.
now, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They
they
say
don't care.
I
everybody.
just don't understand the point. Like, if I'm
You got
trying to
chicken wings, they
win
send
something,
your
Mark,
ass
you
out
been
there,
all
man.
right. Cause you the only son.
but my thing is like,
No, cause Mario got our last name.
it's one
The
of
Mario
those to where
is the Easter.
I don't understand why you would try
Yeah.
to make somebody kill somebody else that didn't really want to in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't make somebody shoot a gun. You know, you have. I was like, so what's the point of it? I was like,
But I give my credit to people who do it. Now that's one thing I always say. If you go out there and you say give your life up for this country or whatnot, I do.
Yeah, I ain't never not
But
no,
I'll
no
be
troops.
telling them, y'all don't want me to go because you want the people who gonna protect. I'm not a gun person. I have shot one before. I shot BB guns, pellet guns.
I'm definitely.
I ain't shot a 22. My papa had one. He ain't never let me shoot it. But I mean, I don't know my way around the guns. So what you gonna send me for?
look,
Yeah, I like guns,
I'll
but
protect myself.
I protect myself.
Like when the
I
zombies
know
come,
to make that. Oh yeah, zombie. Man,
when it, I mean,
don't let not have no high moment before the
they
end
already
of
done
it.
told it. They done showed you in so many movies how this shit gonna happen.
How
And
it
it was
gonna
in
happen.
the Kingsman. It's gonna be these damn cell phones, man. It's gonna be the cell phones.
Ain't gonna be some kind of warfare type shit.
It's gonna have to be, man. Like it's like these things have so much control over us right now. It's so crazy, man. And you don't even realize it. That's the sad part. You really don't realize.
Man, I tried to tell y'all in that other episode we had, bro. Our minds expand and it's gonna keep expanding, but it's gonna expand to the point where we make ourselves obsolete. Cause we always trying to find ways to make things easier, and that's always in the scary movie and in sci-fi movie. That's always the worst shit. When you find a way to make a computer do shit for you, that's when you fuck up.
nigga, they've been telling us that shit for how fucking like he just said. How long they been telling us this shit for?
Have we not advanced though since they told us? It's getting closer and closer.
They have a wave of movies. You know what I'm saying? They had like in the 80s, it was like the aliens touching down, and then like the 90s, it was like the insect aliens taking over,
man.
and then it was like the robots and all that shit.
I'm gonna tell you the one that scared me.
iRobot, matter of fact,
iRobot
told you the same shit.
Then, is it the War of the Worlds? Orson Welles, where basically the motherfuckers is already here. They just chilling. Cause basically, let's be honest, we with all these wars and shit, we end up killing each other off anyways, and the earth is gonna be empty. They're just gonna be like, well, all right, it's our time. Them fools did what we thought they were gonna do. It's gonna take them so many billion of years to do it.
I mean, that's honestly why I think they're playing around in space now, because it's gonna come to a point to where you ever watched The 100.
Mm-hmm. I have.
I feel like it's gonna be a situation like that where you're gonna have to get off of the planet, and then after a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, it's gonna be like an asteroid or something, a bunch of radiation where you don't think people gonna be able to survive, but they actually will. So it's just gonna be wild, man. All the rich people gonna leave. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be an all-out chaos.
Another movie like that.
It's like everybody.
What's that damn movie? Oh, Alita or whatever. Where
Alita, Battle Angel. Angel. That's a good movie.
Yeah, Alita like that. The people down here ain't, they trying to get up there because down here is where you still got wars going on. It's poor looking because
Shit ain't gonna be no different nowhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, man, if you don't know how to protect yourself,
It's the same thing he say with the money. If you can't do shit with $10, you can think you gonna do something with 10,000 or 10 million. You
But
act
think about
the
it.
way you act on
like,
Earth.
I forgot the one with Justin Timberlake when they got the time.
yeah.
Time.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
that
was
thing-
COVID.
Boy, I was like,
Tell
man,
me
this thing
something.
is real right here.
That shit was COVID.
Can the rich survive without the poor though?
No. I mean, you think they can, but
who's
it's
gonna,
always gonna be something on the other side.
It's one of those to where
No good
if
without
you figure
evil.
out how to, I mean, it's
Without
it's
down.
life becomes without meaning if you get too detached from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, you can live forever. What's the point? Like, you can't die. Like that's a lot of stuff you're gonna deal with. You know, it's I don't know.
I don't know, because if you think if the rich needs the poor because they need something to take advantage of. They do. I think the poor could swallow the rich before the rich could swallow the poor. The problem with the poor is a mindset.
Crabs
It's
in a
more
barrel.
poor. That's what I'm about to say. It's more poor than rich. But the problem is the poor are mentally controlled. Like this, it's just like slavery. It's like some people always say that. It's like, yeah, in all logic, it could happen that the slaves could have won, but they just didn't know that they could. It's weird. I was watching it's some kind of syndrome or some shit. I was watching this movie called Don't Pick Up the Phone. It ain't a movie, it's a documentary on what's the name? It's that Don't Pick Up the Phone. And it's about a serial caller who would call fast food places, and these fast food managers and workers and normal people would do whatever they told them to do. Like it was it started off at a McDonald's. The person called the McDonald's and he called it. He's like, "This is Officer Smith. We know that one of your workers stole money from one of the patrons."
Oh, I seen that shit on Twitter.
So they bring the little girl, and he gives a vague description of the girl. She's a skinny girl, colored hair, and in fast food you're gonna deal with it because you're working with young kids anyway. They bring them in the office, Mark. The caller proceeds to tell him to do things. This is a manager, an older lady in there with him. Take your shirt off. Take your pants off.
And they had him on stripped ass naked.
Take your underwear off. Take your shoes off. Do jumping jacks. Then he said, then the manager, that's why I done been a manager, but then it do happen where you get called to do something. She get called to do something else. So she tells a man to go inside that room with that naked girl and talk to the officer on the phone. Like, I was like, then why would you do that? So then the dude, the guy that's in there, they was like, he's a good guy. We know him in the community. He's a good guy. But why, if I'm that good guy, why the fuck am I going there with a naked teenager? He goes in there. The officer then tells him to tell her to do jumping jacks and do all this other shit. Then he tells him to tell her to do oral sex on him. And he does it. The police.
Come on, man. See that
And this happened across. Right, what happened in Raleigh is at Taco Bell's, Wendy's, McDonald's, everywhere. All these stories, and they didn't know. Like, it's just been happening. And the cop was like, he was like, why do people just do what somebody tells them to do? It makes no sense.
I'm sorry.
And then they said it came down to this syndrome shit. It's like it's some kind of shit where I guess you be under pressure and you just do it.
I got too
think it's
much
more
fuck
so,
you in my system for me to hear that from a police officer, supposed police officer, and I'm just okay. All right, I'm gonna do that. Nigga, who the fuck are you? Click.
Bro, they didn't. Somebody said, but he can't see it. No, the nigga could never see the shit. And he just was having these people doing, like, he had a customer one time. He said they bought a customer. I said, I wish a damn nigga would. I heard you done stole from something such and such. I ain't coming in there, nigga. I'll leave or call the police, nigga. Just do that. What are you gonna like? I was like, that's the thing. It's like when we get to the point, people would do.
I got too much anti in my system,
bro. I thought that too. The police was
got
dumb,
too much
man.
common sense in my system.
That too. That too.
Police
but
was dumb,
I think in that situation, the anti is gonna outweigh the fucking common sense. I'm just gonna be like, man, fuck all of this shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I got
you cool.
And
fuck you. What you saying?
Like, got a store to run.
That's what I was like, what the hell? And then they went to trial for this shit, and she on there crying, talking about, I just didn't know what to do. Like, nigga, what? I said, first of all, I know as a manager, we got a fucking, there is a book, a handbook, employee handbook, and it tells you rules to what you do in certain situations. I mean, everybody got to sign the bitch. You the manager and you didn't know that.
I walk in, oh hell no! Why she in here naked?
She naked.
Like I'm gonna ask. My mind is too. I'm gonna ask too many questions. Wait, what?
Too much shit going on.
You know what? It's a prank, right? This is a prank.
I need being a man, you should already know.
I'm not going in there.
You need a woman in there for this shit.
Yep, I'm not. That man walked right in there. And he was doing it to where they would go get custodians that work there. Because there's like, I know in fast food that people who clean up. Bro, he did this across the country. I thought it was redneck towns and dumb people towns and shit. It wasn't. That nigga did it in Phoenix, Arizona. Fucking Raleigh, North Carolina. I was like, wait a minute.
Wow.
How? But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a mentality, bro. I think... that's why I told people my superpower always gonna be telekinesis. I'm gonna be Dr. Jean Grey and Professor X before I be Superman or Batman or other nigga. Cause I'm saying at the end of the day, them fools, one can find you anywhere you at. Just off his brainwave, and another one can control you. The mentality, the brain is so strong, bro. Like, if they get you locked in the mentality, that's just what you believe, and your body just goes along with shit. I always said that, bro. I'm like, man, nigga, when they manipulate you to get to the mental,
but see, that's
hard,
man.
Bro. The physical shit ain't the hard shit.
If you want a boring but very interesting 48 laws of power, man.
I got
48 laws of power.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
That was on my reading list with
it's all about manipulation. That's it. I mean, to have power, you gotta manipulate people. You gotta make somebody feel like they're not a threat to control them. Like it's crazy. I was like, man, it's awesome actually. But
that go back to what you said earlier when you're not hard to deal with. But some people see it. It's because you know who the fuck you are, and you know what you're not gonna do, and what you're gonna do, and what you're gonna accept, and what you're not gonna accept. And people can't handle that shit.
Yep.
Motherfuckers can't when they know they can't sway you one way or another. Oh, he difficult. Oh, they so and so. Oh, they such and such.
Yeah.
No, I can't be fucked with by you.
Because
and you don't like that shit.
Playing the same game I was playing when we first met. I already manipulated you in the way you was like. I know your next move.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Now, when I meet my match, that's probably when I'm like, okay. When I feel like I get manipulated, it's probably to be.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's like,
God dang, she got manipulation, bro.
I mean, no, that just means
You just want
think
somebody on the same
wavelength. I was like,
yeah, I
okay,
see what
you
you're
know what you're trying to do.
So
I was
you need
like,
somebody just as confident as you are in knowing you as them knowing themselves.
It was like,
That'd
if
probably
you
work.
don't, it's just
That'll work. That'll work.
you're not playing the right game. I was like, I can play your little game. I hate it though, man. Like I don't like that. I mean, I like the fact that I'm observant, but it's just some stuff. It's just,
You see too much.
yeah.
That's what Dick Gregory said. Like once you get them glasses, you put them glasses on, you can't take them off. You can't force, and you can't force nobody else to see what you see.
It's
That's
like
it. Like when you start seeing the truth of shit, that's it. And it gets worse and worse as the more you learn and the more truth you see, the worse that shit get.
Because his word don't want you. Yeah, that's why I said when people say they want to be like water, that's why it's so difficult, because his word don't want you to be like water. His word wants you to pick a side, regardless of if it's indifferent or whatever. Just like that's why I never really
and we got to get out of that shit.
Yeah, because I never really bought into. All right, I'm always pretty good about with my faults. My faults is what they are, and I have to acknowledge them to work on them. But even with politics, I know the game, but I still play along. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody be like, "Well, why'd you choose?" If God Himself come to me, so why'd you choose Democrat? I don't know, just because everybody told me to. I don't know. I was like, it ain't, because to me, I feel like politics is an illusion.
it's just something to talk about.
Yeah,
it makes people feel like somebody has control, but really nobody.
But you know why though? Why it's like that? Because as humans, we all search for a purpose, and we want to believe we're so purpose driven. And it's so crazy. They play off of it. Like, nigga, you don't know. Yeah, somebody be like, you know all the policies he ran for? No, you better quit the damn line. First of all, half the shit they play on TV is smut. So when they got a campaign, this is endorsed by blah, 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 it's talking shit about somebody else or making some false claims. We don't really know. And then just because they claim something, for instance, president, just because they claim they gonna do something, don't mean they gonna do it, because they gotta go through a whole process. They ain't got shit to do with what they plan on doing.
And it don't, when it boils, like, look, man, I don't care how many times the president done changed. I have not changed one thing about how I live my everyday life based off who is in that office. Republican, Democrat, again, either I got food to eat, either I'm paying my bills or I'm not. Like, we playing a different game. Like, it's not.
Do you think y'all think it's just illusion? It's illusion of democracy. Like it's because to a human being, even for people who come to our country, the biggest plus that they sell is freedom. And what's freer than being able to choose someone, and you're it's supposed to matter life or death on what they make the importance of it so important, because it's just that illusion that they had to keep up. And we just, like I said, I admit to my fault. I don't pay close enough attention to politics to say what happens and why it happens. I don't know.
Nothing's
because
free,
like
man.
you said,
like,
it doesn't
live, man. You gotta look. Unless you know how to make your own food, clothes, unless you are the only efficient being where I don't need anything from anyone, you paying for something. You know, it's like you gotta have money, meaning you gotta have a job where, yeah, sure, you can choose whether you want to run your own business or choose to go in business with someone, but your customer base is gonna be your boss. Like you gotta react to whatever you trying to sell. You know, it's nothing free. I mean, freedom is it's just a word. It's an illusion. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Like democracy is not an illusion, because democracy is just a process of how things are done in the country, which is what separates us from all these other nations. Yeah. But the illusion is freedom, or being able to choose or pick what it is that you want to happen.
Yeah, if you ain't in control of your own time.
I mean, you can pick the president, but you ain't picking the president. And even if you was picking the president, he ain't got no fucking power no way. They call him the most powerful man in the world, but he can't do shit. He don't even know most of the secrets of the fucking country that you are residing over. There's motherfuckers that you don't even fucking know their name that know more shit than the president know.
If everybody wrote Mickey Mouse on their ballot as a write-in candidate for president, Mickey Mouse will not be the president of the United States.
For real shit. Everybody in this motherfucker
going
can do that.
to happen.
Right.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, they ain't even gonna show you if everybody went on Facebook or be like, hey, we all wrote Mickey Mouse. No, you didn't. Such and such voted for them. It was like it's no regular. Like you don't. It's so stupid, man. It's stupid. What I'm saying. It is stupid. It's all stupid. Like I mean, all of that is. You don't know whether somebody telling the truth. If you ain't doing it yourself, like let's say, okay, the lottery. I know they show the numbers, or they show you whatever. They know who won. They know when they gonna let somebody win. I mean, you know, if you have
nobody has come forward. You know what store sold that ticket. The moment they sold that ticket,
before you even draw, you know what numbers have been put out. They know what. I'm like, if I have a number on this piece of paper, how do they know I won? Meaning they have to know every number, every ticket that's been submitted to find the winner. They were like, y'all want somebody to win today? How many of y'all want to win? That shit's controlled. I don't care what you ain't gonna tell me that you are letting people be billionaires off $2.
I think it's part.
Anytime there's money involved, that shit controlled.
It's part of the hamster wheel,
man. It's cool though. I mean,
it's part of the hamster wheel.
We just gotta accept it, man. Like once you learn how to accept it,
you are on a hamster wheel in life, and they gonna dangle the carrot in front of you to make you go faster. Our carrot here in the States is money. It's just money and power. Now, what is power, though?
Power is
power. What is power?
Power is what you make it.
And you know what? I got that from a Kanye and Jay-Z song. He said, "What's a king to a god? What's a god to a king? And what's a king to a what's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?" It's nothing. It is nothing. All that means nothing. If I don't believe in it, then it means nothing.
See, you about to take me down a whole nother rabbit hole, because that's you starting. When I start hearing shit like that,
start tinkling down that road.
Now I start getting into them fucking esoteric conversations, and then that's a whole nother fucking ball game with me.
My mind goes out of town,
and a lot of people don't be ready to talk about that kind of shit.
I mean, it's
because that's a that shit goes so deep.
We give everything so much. We create power.
We give it.
People
we give shit
create power. You create power. Whatever is over, you create what's over you. You don't. It ain't like it's you just born into this shit and this shit got power. You give it that. I give it to you. There you go. You got power over me. You give whatever's the power over you because you give it. It ain't shit. All of it. ain't shit. It's mental. That's why I be telling, man. Mental shit is man, people don't realize that's what you're really battling with at all times. It is your brain. It is your brain.
And the better you can make that thing flow smooth.
And we don't. We gunk it up with alcohol. Look, we do everything wrong. Alcohol, anything, vices. Our vices. The vices are the wrench. I agree
to a certain extent.
They're wrench.
Used incorrectly, they are. I think
it ain't a vice. If it's used correctly, it's not a vice.
What?
Vices are things. First of all, those are things you use incorrectly. It's not saying it's a bad thing, but if used incorrectly, it becomes a vice. If used correctly, I don't know what you would call it. It's not a vice, though.
I guess really,
I thought a vice is just a release. Like you go, you play video games, and you like choose to read comic books.
But how we put it in human terms, it is a release, but those are overly abused releases. You know how I say all the time, man, we have certain things that are just made for good. But our problem is we're overindulgers. We are over consumers. We consume things too much.
Yep.
And it becomes a detriment.
Yep.
That's how they sometimes explain
too much
vices.
of one thing.
Too much of
good.
one thing
That's
is a
gluttony.
That's what I'm saying. We turn it because of
vice
our
is gluttonous.
Yeah, in human terms, not in the terms of
like, for instance, if you take something that, if you're anxious and you can smoke weed and take 2 hits of it, and that puts you in a state to where you're more productive. However, you take 3, 4, 5, 6, you stuck on the couch.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's the same thing, but you know, one person using it too much wouldn't get the same benefit out of somebody that might be like, okay, I just need something to make me focus on this project.
I think that's what I'm saying though. I think that's draw the line between a vice and an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the vice is the release and the can't stop is the addiction.
I feel like everything becomes
like once you start,
you know,
everything
like
because of who we are.
I don't look at addiction as a bad thing. You know, if you really think about, I mean, you can be, if you walking a long time, if you always choose to walk, are you addicted to walking? I mean, is it just
it comes to the semantics.
Repeated habit that you be like, okay, I'm getting good results out of it, so I ain't because I'm getting good results. But when you get bad, be like, oh, you a drug addict.
I think it's semantics. Like Chris brought up semantics because it's like, what's the difference between a habit and addiction?
Both of them.
I'm gonna do because the only reason I say this because I went through this in therapy because my explanation of what humble is and insecurities was fucked up. Like it was just jumbled up shit because I really didn't know the meaning or just the diction of what it is.
I just think we just have bad connotations around certain words. It's just like, I mean, it's like when I used to argue about when somebody called me nonchalant. I was like, you nonchalant. Why are you saying like that's a negative? Because you got non in front of it? I was like, is that why you looking at? I mean, it just means that I'm numb to the situation. You're not going to get a reaction.
I'm not entertaining your bullshit.
I'm
not entertaining your bullshit.
Like, okay.
It's just how people take it because people done told me you laid back, he too laid back. I'm like, so I just because I don't want to react. I like to think before I react. So is that I'm like that's not bad. To react because to react too fast to something, you're not even. I don't do that.
Right, I agree. I mean, it's one of the, I mean, it goes back to the whole be like water. You got to be able to. Every situation you have to be ready to
But
spring.
no, but see, the thing is, to think about it don't mean I ain't gonna spring. It's
Right.
just I'm thinking about the correct way for me to go about doing what needs to be done to get to that point. Not saying as soon as that point, right, yep, nigga, that's on me. I'm do this. No, nigga, you don't even know why you doing. Why am I doing that? Why did I get that reaction out of myself? Why ain't you think about the fucking situation that's in front of me?
Every now and then you got to. Cause I say that because I have been in them situations where, and I'm that type of person too, where I like to think before I react. But I had to break myself of that shit because I done fucked up situations where I didn't react. I was thinking too fucking long. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say think too long.
I
just said
no.
word. You think before you react. That was my purpose of saying.
But what I'm saying is thinking. You gotta react first before you think. Like sometimes you can't even put a thought into it.
You ain't gotta react first. You just gotta not ponder.
You gotta be ready for you. You gotta be on the. It's kind of like be on the defense at all times. Like you gotta be in the moment. Like if you're not in the moment, I think that's where you get caught up to where, like, because if you're in the moment, you know exactly what's going on, so you can react accordingly.
Yeah, right.
Like if you're not in the moment, that's when you be like, oh.
That's all I'm saying. I have to be cognizant. I can't just. I know people that something pop off, they react, and then when they react wrong, they go back. They try. First of all, any person that jump to conclusions and react too fast, they gonna act like they ain't never do shit. They just be like.
But see, at the same time, like if you put it in, if you trying to find your mate cheating, if you are constantly paying attention, you're going to see the signs. You know what I'm saying? If you thinking about something else. Somebody getting, I'm not saying they trying to get over on you. It's just you gotta be in the moment. Like anytime you're not in the moment, you gonna miss something.
Yeah,
word. It's hard to do though. So.
I mean, it's just
extremely hard to do.
Yeah.
We about out of time on this joint, so I'm gonna wrap this up, fellas. It's been a great year.
Yes, sir.
Ready to do it again next year.
Yes, sir.
Mark, appreciate you coming through and sliding through with us this year for sure.
Hey man, I enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Hell yeah. Like definitely make sure you come back through. We get the whole gang in this motherfucker.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my big mixer so I can get the whole group in here. More mics, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna do some big things next year. We get back to Juneteenth, do all that shit all over.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that organized and everything and ready to do it for 2023. But I appreciate everybody who's been supporting us from day one. Make sure y'all check us out every Monday at 4 o'clock. All the platforms, and whenever you're ready, let me know so you can slide through.